Good morning. So it's day 2 in court for the VAT on education case. Yesterday was an amazing day for so many reasons. First of all, to see the parents and children that turned up, which is no mean feat, particularly if you've got a special educational needs child. For a start, we're in term time, but I can't see any school in the land that wouldn't say no to this experience. But also for a lot of SEND children, change and a disruption in routine in different areas can be quite difficult for them to cope with. But there they were, out on the picket line saying, do not steal our education. And the parents, a day off work, we all know we can't take a day off work at the minute. I mean, goodness me, you're going to pay for that. And the parents that were there when their children were at school, and again, you know what it's like, the anxiety of what if school ring me and I'm hundreds of miles away. But these parents did it because it was so important to them to hear their words being said on this setting. And I think the thing that stays with me the most about yesterday is Lord Pannick explaining to the court that Rachel Reeves was told explicitly beforehand in the run-up to imposing this bill that it would harm the poorest and most vulnerable families, and she still went ahead. And I think this, for me, it hit in there because she knowingly went ahead with a policy that would harm parents and children. And we all know that at the top of the tree, if the parents aren't okay, how can the children be okay? And it was ignoring these words of it will harm the poorest. And this is the woman that we trust to be Chancellor. Well, we don't all trust her to be Chancellor, but this is the woman who is Chancellor of our country, who is in charge of our purse strings, and she is knowingly making decisions that will negatively affect a minority group. And, minority, so be it. They still exist. They are still humans. They are still children. So to hear Lord Pannick validate that, and not in ways that we often get thrown at us of, oh, well, it's only, and I talked about the stats and the graphs, or well, it's only this percent, and it's only that percent, and it's only a few, and if only a few have to move, it's okay. It's for the greater good. It's for the 93%. We've been devalued from day one. We don't matter. They don't matter. Our children don't matter. So yesterday in the court, Lord Pannick said they do. And if I was Rachel Reeves, reading the headlines, hearing the reports coming out of that courtroom, I'd be in a little room having a big cry, knowing that I'd impose that on children and families, knowingly, when there was another way, when there was another choice. I don't know how that would sit with my conscience. So we go into day 2 and we'll see what will happen. I'm obviously always hopeful, and I'm just so grateful for the opportunity for our children to have their voices heard. Lord Pannick is my hero.